Diamonds are forever, and so are true sports fans. Here in Trinidad and Tobago, the women do it the best. And if there's one man we know we could trust, it's the 12th man, Andre Errol. Catch him every Thursday on TTT's #1 sports show. And guess what? It's the 5th season, guys. The 5th season, so tune in. It's pure vibes, energy, attention to detail, and you don't want to miss it. My name is Kai Selva, and I'm your former 3-time Olympian, and I'm encouraging you all to tune in every Tuesday. You don't want to miss it. Trust me.
Welcome back. Now, I know at the top of the show, I promised you Spain, Italy, England, and Germany. But the guy from Barcelona left. All right, I must say that he left, so we only have 3 people here with us. I apologize to all the Barcelona fans for that. All right, so let me start first with the first man we have, which is, of course, Arquel. Arquel represents Juventus. Arquel, a terrible season for Juventus so far. What's gone wrong?
Extremely terrible, Andre. It's a lot of things. Firstly, the wrong choice in coach. Mota was supposed to be the savior, but he ended up being Judas because we all know Mota was an Inter Milan fan.
So you feel he coming to sell?
Yeah, he came in at a Trojan horse and he struck my team. He mashed up my team. Yeah. The players, the sporting director got the players' purchases wrong. The players themselves is rubbish. It's just a nightmare. So complete nightmare.
Well, no Champions League, obviously.
No Champions League.
No Europa.
No Europa.
But you could play conference.
No, neither.
You can't even make conference either.
All we in right now, we're running for is fourth place to try to get into your Champions League. That's it. terrible season.
So you think the coach, they'll sack the coach?
No, they already sacked Mota, and
so they'll sack the next coach?
They have to, though. Can't take any team right now, but looking like they might sack him too. So it's a lot of things happening. This is shocking right now.
And what do you think? I must ask you, because Inter Milan now have progressed all the way to the finals. They are second to Napoli. What are your thoughts? And they're playing football that we have not seen them play.
Well, honestly, I was rooting for them to go through because I also was an Italian fan. So I'm glad they went through because it also brings up the league. It also shines a good spotlight on the league. I mean, because they're the rivals, I kind of don't want them to win. But, they did well. They did well for the league.
Were you surprised that they defeated Barcelona?
No, I always thought they would have beaten Barcelona. Because of the style Inzaghi was playing, I always thought they would have beaten them.
We had a guy here, super hype. I remember he was on the show and he was talking to the Barcelona fans from Boom. And he mentioned he tell them to watch Inter. Many of them didn't believe it.
Correct.
But he proved to be right.
Correct.
All right, let me bring on Sharon. He's a happy man. He's probably one of the happiest men here tonight. Sharon Charles. He's a Manchester United supporter. As I mentioned, they won 1-0 down and came back and won today by 4-1. Some good goal from Mason Mount showing a return to form. I saw Amarin smiling. Congratulations. I haven't seen Amarin smile for a long time.
Yeah. It looked like he was very happy to see Mason Mount contributing. I think this was Mason Mount's first goals at Old Trafford, and he has had a terrible time since he's joined Manchester United. So I feel he was happy.
How you feel? How you feel now? How you feel?
I feel great. I feel great that we now have the opportunity to play in a final, to win our next cup, and to, even more important, to qualify for the Champions League next season. Because in terms of the finances, and with the whole PSR, regulations, we need to qualify for the Champions League in order to spend the type of money we need to spend to revamp the squad.
Yeah.
So
and maybe even to get players to join the team. If players they want to buy, if they know they're playing in the Champions League, some players will come to that particular club.
Yeah. And what it will also do, it will speed up the Manchester United project, which, I mean, it seems like we will be close to the top come 2029, but I feel like if
nobody wants to wait that long, obviously.
Nobody wants to wait that long. I think once we qualify for Champions League next year, I think you can move it up 2 years, 2027. We could be close to the top, replacing Arsenal in second place maybe.
All right, I hear you. Atkins Vidal supports Bayern Munich. They won it, I think they say, after losing it, of course, last year. How you feel, Atkins? And again, welcome, Bayern Munich.
Yeah, thanks. I think, well, it's good to win, right? Last year was kind of rough. And then bringing in Harry Kane, and the talk was, Harry Kane has this albatross around his neck. He will blight the side. He ain't going to win nothing again. And we didn't win last season, and it was kind of like, people are like, yeah, tell you about Harry Kane. But, I mean, I'm not an English fan. Yes. So sometimes as a team, when you support your team and they bring in players from, depending on the country, you might kind of look at it kind of kooky eye kind of thing. So, I wasn't excited about Harry Kane coming, but it wasn't about questioning the quality of the player, And I felt that last year we just had some issues with how the team was playing, how they were gelling, and in particular we had a lot of issues in the back. Right, you had a lot of issues in the back, and which continued into this season. I mean, I think Company, if he had not won, would be in some problems for sure. But to win the league, at least, at least he's cemented his place for a little while longer. But I think if he doesn't sort out those issues in the back, he's not going to be there for a lot longer. I mean, our goal difference is ridiculous. It's 30 plus. So even the draw that we had. People were still not giving us the draw, but we had won it then with the draw, because there's no way even if we lost the 2 games after and Bayer won their 3, they would have to do that and make up a 30 goal difference, which was nearly impossible, which is, that's highly improbable. And I think that losing Delit and Mazwari to Man U, I mean, Upamecano is down, Davies is down, having Musiala down, I think those things also affected how we played in the Champions League. So
who do better next year?
Yeah, I think definitely next year, all things being equal and with a fit side, I think we'll have a much better Champions League. I'm going to start
with you first before we go to the break. Which team, when they lose, makes it the happiest? And it's going to be the same question for all of you all. Same thing for you, Atkins. You start it off.
For being real honest, I think City.
Manchester City?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you in Germany?
Yeah, that's right.
You don't like Manchester City at all?
Nah, I think those fellas and them, they need to... You need to build up to the point where you could make the kind of pronouncement those fellas is making. Right, I don't think they're there. I don't think they're there as yet.
Sharon?
It's a 3-way tie. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Yeah, really, it does.
I hate those 3 teams.
All right.
When those 3 teams lose, I have a great day, a great week here.
All right. I hear you. Have you go to the break as well?
For me, it's Barcelona and AC Milan. Yeah.
Why Barcelona?
Barcelona, because the fan base too cocky, right? Too cocky, right?
Say it again.
They're too cocky.
Say it again.
They're too cocky. They need to go home.
Who that is?
Barca
right.
man. Barca man.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back. We'll be back.
During the weekends, we do like a grill in a come-together like sort of party. It's a community event, so people have to eat and have their bellies full to think a little bit faster when they are playing. You have bragging rights in the hood. I'm like, my guy won the game. The taste of victory.
Health and wellness, the core of our existence on planet Earth. Let us hear the voices of our very own citizens, our local and regional medical community, scientists and climatologists. Caribbean Medical TV is geared to developing a consciousness in our people in terms of our health and lifestyle. Knowledge is a very powerful tool, and we must empower ourselves with the information to protect against chronic and other related diseases. From the impact of climate change on our health to NCDs, Season 3 of Caribbean Medical TV tackles the challenges we all face, giving our citizens hope for a better tomorrow. Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
With another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
We have the best fans in the world. You can't miss the passion of Trinbagonians at a sporting event. At some point, we all become the 12th man or woman. Season 5 of the 12th Man is back and better than ever on TTT with your one and only Andre Errol Batiste. Tune in every Thursday on TTT for the most informative and action-packed show on local television. This is Asha De Freitas, a professional athletic trainer, and in case you did not know, we are your specialists in healthcare coverage for the active population.
Welcome back. Next up here on the 12th Man on TTT is Questions of Football, brought to you by Coca-Cola. All right, let's start. Question number 1. Sunday is Mother's Day. What will you do in terms of football? Remember, Sunday is Mother's Day. All right. A, give up watching football. B, spend time cooking and forget watching football. All right. C, go for family lunch instead of watching football. Everything is without football. D, tell your mother to wait until football done. Wow. E, sit your mother down to watch football with you. F, still deciding and dangerous to answer. And G, okay, thanks. I didn't know Sunday was Mother's Day, but for my mom, give us a chance. For my mom, every day is Mother's Day. All right. So that's G. Okay, thanks. He didn't know. F, still deciding, is dangerous. E, tell your mom, sit down and watch football with you. D, tell your mom, wait until football done. C, go for family lunch instead of watching football. B, spend time cooking and forget watching football. Or A, give up watching football. Akins, Vidal, I'm going to start with you first.
Well, luckily for my mother, my game is on Saturday.
Okay. So which one for you?
She's good. She's good.
You're going to cook?
Nah, she's good. No, I'll probably take her out.
Take out?
Yeah,
all
I'll
right.
take her out.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
I hope it happens. If it doesn't happen, please give us a call, Mom Vidal. All right? All right. Sharon, let's hear you.
Not to make it somber, but my mom passed last year.
All right.
And she was a Manchester United fan as well.
Oh, so she made you a Manchester United fan, or you became because of her?
No. I think she just loved her son, so she loved her son's team.
You made her?
Yeah. Fun fact, the last game I actually watched with her was the victory against City in the FA Cup finals.
Like last year?
Last year. So I will answer your question. I will be spending time with her.
Right.
In spirit, watching Manchester United play on Sunday.
All right, good enough. The best answer we've got so far. All right. Akwel?
Yeah, don't wait until the football match done.
You're going to tell him about that?
Don't wait until the football match done. I can't. Nah, this Saturday game's coming here crucial. I need to concentrate on my team.
Your mother know that?
She had to know that, yes.
She had to or she know that?
She know that.
You're telling her no?
She know
You're
that.
telling your mother no?
What time are they playing on Sunday? I open the 2:45 game.
I think it's 2:40. I had to check back.
So she gonna get that?
Nah, I had to concentrate on that and that.
All right.
We have to win. We
Mr.
have to win.
Nandez,
We have to win.
All right.
We have to win.
Have to win. All right.
That's our next Mother's Day.
Yeah, but next Mother's Day.
That's our next Mother's Day.
Wait, boys. All right, sir. Question number 2, brought to you by Coca-Cola. What is your best memory of your club season so far? A, forgettable. B, frustration. C, joy. D, tears. E, forgiveness. or F, jealousy? So is it jealousy, forgiveness, tears, joy, frustration, or forgettable? Sharon?
Frustration. Even though we in the Europa League finals, we could be rewarded with Champions League and that sort of thing. The football, I mean, I love Amorim. I think the football is going good. I think that he could take us to a great place. But the players, wow, some of the basics we get wrong, like making simple 5-yard passes, 10-yard passes, combination play, creativity around the box. Nothing. So frustration for me.
All right. Aquel, which one for you?
Tears. I gotta be tears because from the coach to the players to the management, they're getting
But
everything
you still
wrong.
watch, but let me ask you a question. You still sit down every weekend and watch
Yes,
still?
yes, because I have hope.
Don't matter,
Because
you
I have hope that they might turn it around. Like this game will be different.
Who you
This-
playing? Who you playing Sunday? You know? You remember?
I think we're playing Lazio.
Okay,
Lazio.
Lazio.
And it'll be very hard.
Because competing?
We tied on points, 63 points. Both.
Wow. So it's
Yeah,
at home
so-
or away?
We're playing, I think it's away, you know.
Away.
I think it's away.
All right.
Yeah.
Tough. All right, let's go. Question number 3. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Bayern Munich. How could I forget you? How could
Arsenal,
I forget
man,
you?
again.
How
Boy,
could
that's
I
right, that's
forget
right,
you? How
that's
could I
right.
forget you? How could I forget you? Go ahead.
Be them bad or
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Go ahead. Sorry, I do apologize. What happened is I had this Barcelona man in my ears telling me
you
that
to move on.
telling me that how for them it has been a season of jealousy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But go ahead. But
Well,
go
you know,
ahead.
Barca and Bayern have some history.
Yes,
So
and that he was telling me to skip you basically.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened. But thankfully, I recall. Let's go ahead.
yeah, I think for me it will be frustration as well. I think the 2 legs against Inter were just moments, individual lapses. I think, and again, the back line just is not there at all for us, and that's very, very frustrating. And then, sometimes, Sane will just decide to play his own game and forget everybody else.
Yeah, he used to do that with Man City too.
Yeah, so I think it's really frustration. Give Jackie Jacket Inter played fantastically, but you can't, especially in the first leg, you miss 3 sitters and then they score immediately after. That's how the game goes, So I think we gave up.
That right in your chest, Watkins.
Yeah.
I see that right in your chest. They want to get out.
Yeah, no, we really should have put up much more of a
You really
fight.
wanted to score 8 goals against them, like somebody else. I hear you. I understand why the number 8 is a good number for you. All right, let's go. Question number 3. Question number 3 brought to you by Coca-Cola. Can you name another sport that you would follow other than football? Cycling, Formula 1 motor racing, golf, horse racing, basketball, baseball, NFL, hopscotch, and beach volleyball. So which one of these sports, goes out with Aquel, is it beach volleyball, is it NFL, is it baseball, basketball, horse racing, well, hopscotch, golf, motor racing, or cycling? If you were not following football,
Right.
as you follow football and you tell your mother whole screen, which sport you would tell your mother whole screen to besides football?
Might have to be Formula 1. Yeah, it might have to be the Formula 1 because of the competitiveness.
You like that?
Yeah.
Formula 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Who you backing now? This season?
Okay, Lakers, but
Lakers?
we got home.
Oh, good Lord. All right. You're already home. You're already home. Arcades, which one for you?
Yeah, I think basketball as well, but I haven't looked at it for a while. Really
Any
gotten
team you
into
support?
a
Any
game.
team you support in the NBA?
Golden State.
Well, they're still in it. They're playing tonight. So they actually still in the race. I was like, which one the Barcelona fan was telling me? I was trying to hear the hopscotch. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back.
During the weekends, we do like a grill in a come-together like sort of party. It's a community event, so people have to eat and have their bellies full to think a little bit faster when they are playing. You have bragging rights in the hood. I'm like, my guy won the game. The taste of victory.
A new season equals new dreams, and many football fans are dreaming of their team actually winning this season. But the reality is that only one team can win. So many will just be dreaming and wishing and hoping that their team can deliver. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Notice I have not mentioned Arsenal. Don't be upset, I'm not mentioning Man U either. This is Atto Bolden inviting all of you to follow the 12th man as they celebrate a new season, season 5 on TTT, and enjoy the ride.
Stories that connect, voices that inspire. The all-female newscast on TTT. TTT News, first at 6 p.m.
Football can make you happy, also make you sad, but all football fans find a common ground in support of their club teams. In Trinidad and Tobago, the fans jump up with the 12th man on TTT television with Andre Baptiste and feel their spirits lift and their hearts filled with joy. Be part of the new season 5, 12th man journey on TTT. This is Bruce Grobler, wishing all Trini fans the very, very best. You'll never walk alone.
During the weekends, we do like a grill in a come-together like sort of party. It's a community event, so people have to eat and have their bellies full to think a little bit faster when they are playing. You know you have bragging rights in your hood. I'm like, my guy won the game. The taste of victory.
Welcome back. All right, next here on the 12th man is the Fantasy Premier League. This is the fantasy table. We see who is doing well in terms of the fantasy table, who is on top, who is not on top, because we got a special for you. Let's have a look at the top 10 right now. Let's have a look at the top 10. Look at it. Now you look there and you will see the name Sharon Jabari Charles in second position. The man who is right here from Manchester United. He has 2,455 points. He's 3 points away from the leader. He was leading last week. What happened, Sharon?
What happened this week, boy? I can't really recall what happened this week now, but I think the guy name is Dylan.
Yes.
Yeah, Dylan, he had a better week than me, and so now I second in.
You have 3 more weeks to go, basically.
Yeah. Now I come in first for sure. I come in first in this league, and I come in first in Trinidad as well.
I know, but I know you're over.
I'm fourth in Trinidad right now.
Yeah. How do you? You know, a lot of people would like to know, how do you do so well in the league? Now the gentleman Marvin, who I call, but he's very good in it too as well, because he has over 2,200 and something points. So he's doing well good. Yeah. Even though he's a Barcelona supporter, he does play the league. He knows a lot about football, so he's supporting the better league. Mm-hmm. He won't say it, but I like the truth. So go ahead.
FPL is all about information. Once you have the information, you will know which players to target.
Right.
I consume a lot of FPL content. So I watch like 2 videos a week. I listen to our podcast, and these people, these content creators, they will let you know, okay, who are the players to target. So they're not necessarily telling you who to pick, they'll tell you who to target. So once you know who to target in the upcoming week, you know what choices to make and that kind of thing. You can't do well at FPL by just randomly picking players. You have to know who the content creator is talking about. It's almost like trading stocks.
Okay.
People who trade stocks, they will work on information from the experts. Right? And then they will make a decision.
So you were always so good, or you acquired that knowledge over time?
I started taking FPL seriously about 4 years ago. And 3 years ago, I came 16,000 in the entire world.
In the world.
And this season, I'm doing all better. I think I have 3,000 in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think because I'm addicted to it too,
right,
that I really develop these skills, because sometimes I will make my transfer, not make my transfers, I'll plan my transfers on the Saturday of the, so Saturday when it's games on Saturday, you know, most of the games play on Saturday.
Yes, correct.
After the games, I will just watch my team for next week and I'll be like, all right, cool, I'll take out this player for that player. And it works. But the thing with FPL as well is a lot of luck. So it's not this thing where, you know, I am this big guru and that kind of thing. Yeah, I have the information. I probably know which fixtures to target or which teams to target, but you have to be lucky.
So let me ask you the real question before we go back to the sheet.
Yeah.
Which player is picked the most? For what team?
Well, I mean, Salah is a mainstay.
Okay.
Salah is a mainstay in my squad. I got on the Chris Wood bandwagon very early.
Nottingham Forest.
So yeah, Nottingham Forest. So when he was in form, I pick up a lot of points with Chris Wood.
Up to Haaland.
Remember Haaland got injured.
Right. Okay.
And then the thing with Haaland, well, when City started to lose form, a lot of people, right. So it's again like trading stocks. If you hold on to a bad stock too long, you lose money. So people who held on to Haaland for a little too long, they kind of moved down the table. But as soon as City wasn't looking good, like when I think they didn't get a point in like
October,
3 games.
October, November last year.
Yeah, ship out Haaland, because remember Haaland is a high value asset as well.
Yes.
So when you sell Haaland, you now have more money to invest in the rest of the squad.
Yeah. I can hear the man talking there, and I heard the man with inside. All right, let's go back to the table. So there you got first-hand experience of a man who has been on the table and is going to be number 1 in Trinidad and Tobago. So let's go back quickly to the table. That's the top 10. Then okay, that's in the 11 to 20. Let's see the team of the week. Team of the week. Right, those will be the players who would have performed exceptionally. Martinez from Aston Villa, leads in goal. Isaac, Newcastle, everybody wants to buy him, but they can't afford him, most people. All right, let's see who's in and who's out. Who is in, who everybody brought in terms of the in. Kevin De Bruyne, showing a return to form. 2 Man City people there, Brentford's Wizard. And of course, Cunha, who's on his way to Manchester United, we understand. He has already made the contact and he'll be playing with Manchester United next season. Let's see who's out. And there who's out, Saka, going to a terrible Salah, Diaz and Larson. Those are the players who were transferred out the most. And on the right-hand side, you see how much times there were 50,000 people transfer out Salah.
Transfer out this week?
Transfer out the week that's gone. The week that's gone. 50,000 people.
Okay.
Well, they know he's happy, they win. So actually, you ever played this at all?
No. Don't really fancy English football.
All right,
so.
Mr. Italian. Italian, all right. Akins?
Once or twice I dabble in it, but
and how it did
in a league. Yeah, I was in relegation constantly.
You know why? Because if you're like me, I don't have enough time to sit down and I play by guess.
I will say this too, and this is my suit with City, man. When they bought Haaland, I told them you all don't watch what you always call the Farmers League. And if you were watching the Farmers League, you'd see Haaland in Dortmund. When they took Haaland had just had about 3 seasons where he only played half a season each time.
True.
Because he keeps breaking down and he kept breaking down all the time.
Right.
So I was expecting Haaland to not be, well, I said to them, he is going to break down as well. It's just a matter of time.
But he lasts a long time.
You know, but he did last. He did last. There's no question about his capacity and whatever, but something is wrong because he keeps breaking down. And Dortmund suffered for that significantly because without him, I think they would have done a lot better in a couple of seasons.
But remember, Dortmund sells so many good. Bellingham, Sancho, all them. If Dortmund kept their side, Dortmund could have been challenging, and they reached a Champions League final last time around.
Exactly.
But their business model is selling.
Yes, to make profit.
They behave like a feeder team.
Let's go to the new segment. Let's go.
Think you coulda get in on my feelings. You coulda get me fi settle down. Me give ya hit and run. Me give ya hit.
I want to say something with a hit and run with Barcelona, but I will hesitate for now. All right. So this hit and run segment is not about romance. Like if your team lose and you're unhappy, as the case may be, as we know they have with many fans, or it's about players you want to get rid of? Which player on your team that you think, hey, I want to get I see men real balling. So I can't, let me start with you because I feel I got a problem with the other two men. So who from Bayern Munich you want to get rid of?
I think Kim has had a good run, and I think this is it.
You want him to go on?
Yeah, I think he
Kim.
Yeah, sarcastically, of course.
When you go
but
back
I
to
think
Korea.
I think that's yeah.
Right.
I think he needs to.
All right.
Yeah.
Send the man back to Korea.
Yeah.
All right. Sharon.
Rasmus Højlund.
I saw him. I don't even watch the game. At the end of the game today, you see how you're smiling. You see him smiling.
Scored.
You see that big smile on your face.
He scored, and I'm happy that he scored because we need him in form for the finals.
Right.
I back every Manchester United player.
Right.
I don't bash my players and whatnot, but I feel as though whatever little confidence he has, it left him, and it has really affected his ability to be effective. And if we really want to move forward, we need a player who's ready now. Like how we were saying, like Cunha may be coming. Cunha has showed in the Premier League that he has the ability. And he also, he's scoring goals, he's assisting.
So you want Haaland going? You want going? All right. Mini Haaland, they call him Mini Haaland, some people. Right.
I just want one man going. I probably want 5 people going.
Who is the 5?
Dusan Vlahovic need to go. He cannot score, he can't trap the ball, he can't do nothing. He need to go. Douglas Luiz need to go. Cup Miners need to go. Kelly, I don't know where we get Kelly from Newcastle. Waste of time. Kelly need to go. And last person is Nico Gonzalez. Nico is supposed to be a good player for Argentina. He's supposed to be, we take him from Fiorentina, good player, and he just can't connect no passes. Nothing.
Not a pop down man. Not from Barcelona. We'll be back. We take a break.
During the weekends, we do like a grill in a come-together like sort of party. It's a community event, so people have to eat and have their bellies full to think a little bit faster when they are playing. You know you have bragging rights in the hood. I'm like, my guy won the game. The taste of victory.
Football is back, and with it, sporting fans, so is the 12th man. It's new, it's different, it's interactive, and most of all, it's fun. This is Mikey Holding, giving a big shout out to the one and only Andre Errol Baptiste, the original 12th man, back again for a record-breaking 5th season on TTT. Join and share in the smiles and more on the 12th man.
Is a powerhouse, and at Unipet, we recognize the importance of efficiency in every operation.
From logistics to marine operations, our commercial fuel solutions are expertly tailored to ensure your operations run smoothly and efficiently. With Unipet, it's more than just fuel. It's about providing seamless delivery, unmatched reliability, and the dedicated support necessary to propel your business forward. Join the myriad of industries across the nation that trust Unipet for superior efficiency, sustainability, and performance. Contact us today at 338-4UNI, sales at unipet.co.tt, or visit our website at unipet.co.tt to explore our solutions. Unipet Commercial Fuel, powering your potential.
This segment is brought to you by Unipet.
Sir.
Welcome back. This is the 12th man here on TTT. Next up is the Ways brought to you by Unipet. Unipet, of course, we can get all of the gas in the Trinidad and Tobago, the best gas. I should have to be careful with that because I've got Akin Vidal here with me. So let me stay away from that question for a little bit here. Never yes. All right. So this is how we're going to go it. Let's have a look at some of the persons who would have had outstanding moments that you see in the list. Mbappe for Real Madrid. We're not talking Champions League. They were knocked out of the Champions League, Real Madrid. Fermin Lopez for Barcelona. We're talking here mainly about games that would have transpired over the weekend, not necessarily the Champions League. Kevin De Bruyne would have scored. Cole Palmer, who should have returned to form for Chelsea. Anthony Sargent, who would have scored the winning goal for Bradford. For those of you who follow it, they scored a goal in the 97th minute to get his team promoted. They take these promotions really seriously. Bradford, if he didn't score that goal, they were going to have to go into a playoff. And so after he scored that goal, the game stopped, right? Even though it had 1 minute left, it takes 5-10 minutes to get the fans off the field to play the 1 minute. And then, all right, well, anyway, that's how it goes. Inter Milan, Asalani would have scored the goal for them this only weekend. Napoli's winner, Raspadori, and of course Everton, who would have scored the goal for Bournemouth when they defeated Arsenal by 2-1. All right, so let's go. We're going to start first with the Juventus man because he is going for 4th place because he wants to fight for the Champions League basically. Correct. So if it happens, you win the game on Sunday against Lazio, would you go buy your mother a good lunch? All right, I shouldn't go there. Shouldn't go there. But I did. All right, anyway, go ahead now and tell us your way, sir. If you will call your mother. If you win, your mother will know you win because you'll be happy, basically.
Yeah, she would know. She would know. I'll take her to buy the best. Anything.
What?
Anything.
Mom Hernandez. Anything you want.
Anything you
want.
Write
down on a piece of paper. Send me the information. Write down on a piece of paper and I'll call him.
Anything
you want. Your son there say, if his team wins, you call it. You get it on Sunday. All right. So let's hear your way, sir.
Well,
if your team win.
If my team win, I would say Wesa because we still playing poor football.
I find that Wesa kind of like really like.
Yeah, we still playing poor football. A little bit down, you kind of. We still playing poor football, right. So I can't be too happy.
All right, I understand.
Yeah.
All right, Sharon, your team go on and win the European Cup and qualify automatically for the Champions League. Yeah. How will you say Wesa? Who you're calling first? All the people all the detractors, and there are many Manchester United. I think Manchester United and Barcelona are the most detractors in my opinion.
Yeah.
Me.
I will go on to my other WhatsApp group with some of the guys I went Fatima with. We talk just football.
Right.
Yeah, I will be gloating there. Even though it have 1 or 2 Liverpool fans inside of there, and they will say, well, there's just a Europa. It have a Tottenham fan inside of there, so
wow.
I'll be gloating.
And then we have a young lady upstairs who supports Manchester United, and she told us she wanted. When she said she wanted to see her dance.
No.
You can't dance.
Nah.
All right. Well, I tried. She said she wanted to see a Manchester United dance. One of the young ladies working upstairs, but I can't help you. I tried, but he doesn't want to dance. At least not in the open. All right. Akins, here your situation now. But you don't win. You have anything else you could win? After you don't win.
Yeah,
Any cups, anything that you're playing in?
No, that's it. Everything is out. It's bragging rights now on Saturday against Bayer.
Bayer Leverkusen. All right. You win that game. You win that game on Saturday because remember on Sunday you say you're free to take him out anywhere you want, right? So you don't worry about that. So if you win that game on Saturday, let's hear your way, sir.
I think the waste for me will be if Kane really comes out and does, you know, a hat trick or something like that,
Right.
and we really, we can't just win. We have to beat Bayer badly, I think. Yeah, I think that is what
But
has
I think
happened
they have
on
become
Saturday.
your biggest opponents now.
I think so. I think what Xavi did with the team is just unbelievable.
And
You know?
he might be leaving next year for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
because Ancelotti might be going to Brazil.
Yeah, and I mean teams do that. Teams look around for who are the coaches who, you know, they could grab on to, which is probably why we have company, because probably nobody would want him. So
But he
they
won
keep taking
back a title for you.
yeah, you know, yeah. So we have to. Yeah, so but I think he has a lot of work. He has a lot of work to do. The learning curve is steep, you know. So I'm rooting for him. As I said, my wish really would be to really
Anybody
demonstrate that
you have any Bayer Leverkusen fans?
Not really, but I know a few City men who will be.
Like you really have something against City boy?
Yeah, because you see they didn't.
I find you really
especially as they kind of just to remind them that we won, and we won with Harry Kane. You know.
All right. I hear you. All right, next.
And some I might call some monument when Spurs beat them too.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, that's a low blow there. A low blow by the Man United man. Let's go to the doghouse. All right. Well, who you want to? Oh God, I've shown us with you. You are going to give me the whole Juventus team. Who you want to put in the doghouse? Who? If you go ahead. Who you want to put in the doghouse?
I have to choose one person. It got to be Mota.
Dog pen. You can take more than one.
It got to be Mota because Mota could do way better than he was supposed to do. And he didn't. All the advice everybody was telling him before we draw 13 games in a row, and it's like
it was 13 in a row.
Yeah.
Wow.
We started to get a name
13
called.
games in a row.
We started to get a name Juventus.
Wow.
That's how crazy it is. So
13
Mota have to go in the doghouse and never come out. Never stay right there.
Wow. Sharon.
Eric Ten Hag, for his crimes.
Okay.
He has to go in the doghouse, and his major crime was not playing Amad Diallo more when he was coach. The type of the players, there's a player who he played out in front of Amad Diallo who can't even get a game for Monza, who is 20th in Syria right now. And he was playing that player over Amad Diallo. And Amad Diallo is arguably our best player. So Eric Ten Hag, straight doghouse.
Straight for him. All right. Against who you want to put in doghouse?
I think this one is more about being spiteful, and but Flick, because as I said, when we played Barca this time around, I think he was just able to draw on his experience being with us just recently. Yeah, Hansi Flick, just being with us just recently. So he knew the players, he knew how to shut down the plays, and that's just what happened. He just maneuvered us.
So you want to put him in the doghouse?
Yeah.
So you were glad were you glad when Barcelona lost then?
Sorry?
Were you glad when Barcelona lost with Hansi Flick?
Just like the rest of the world, yeah.
Way. All right. That's not a good night for
teams this man hates.
Not a good night for Barcelona tonight. Tonight's not been a good night for Barcelona. Please go home and rest both Barcelona fans. There will be another day. All right. In fact, Saturday there will be a game on Saturday against Real Madrid. All right. Let's see who they put in the. I think the FIFA World Cup, because there's so much football being played. Many of the players have to play in World Cup qualifiers in June and then go and play in the FIFA World Club tournament. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then they have almost no rest because that tournament finishes in the middle of July.
Wow.
And if you're playing in the English Premier League, you start the middle of August. So there are going to be a lot of teams carrying injury, because remember that happened with the World Cup. So a lot of teams are going to be carrying injuries into their respective leagues. And so that's why a lot of people are complaining about the scheduling, but it's all about money. And money rules. We take a short break, we'll be back.
During the weekends, we do like a grill. in a come-together-like sort of party. It's a community event, so people have to eat and have their bellies full to think a little bit faster when they are playing. You know you have bragging rights in the hood. I'm like, my guy won the game. The taste of victory.
Hey football fans, this is Shaka Hislop. Football fever returns to Trinidad and Tobago, and for many, this is the best time of their life. In Trinidad and Tobago, nothing beats a good old talk. The banter, the heckling, the teasing. And in season 5 of the 12th Man, Andre Batiste is committed to delivering your voice and your team. 12th Man is on and better than ever. And all you say a prayer for Andre, please. Let's pray together that this is Arsenal's year. Lord knows we've been laughing at him long enough.
Every street, every neighborhood, and every community has a story. Welcome to The Corner, where real conversations highlight real changes. We go beyond the headlines and behind the scenes, bringing you face to face with the people shaping our nation. The ones confronting the toughest issues head on, and those rewriting their own stories to uplift others. From struggles to successes, from the problems to the solutions. This is where real issues meet real impact. Join me, Jason John, every Wednesday for The Corner at 7:05 p.m. for honest conversation, real change, your community, your voice. Only on TTT.
Your business is a powerhouse, and at Unipet, we recognize the importance of efficiency in every operation. From logistics to marine operations, our commercial fuel solutions are expertly tailored to ensure your operations run smoothly and efficiently. With Unipet, it's more than just fuel. It's about providing seamless delivery, unmatched reliability, and the dedicated support necessary to propel your business forward. Join the myriad of industries across the nation that trust Unipet for superior efficiency, sustainability, and performance. Contact us today at 338-4UNI, sales at unipet.co.tt, or visit our website at unipet.co.tt to explore our solutions. Unipet Commercial Fuel, powering your potential.
Welcome back. Here next on the 12th Man on TTT, we're going to roll back the years and ask each of the three gentlemen here for their best moment at the fan of their respective teams. We're going to start with Atkins Vidal first. Atkins, I'm going to make it over the last 15 years. One particular moment over the last 15 years that has been outstanding for you as a fan of Bayern Munich. One moment that stands out.
I mean, we've won the league now 13 out of 14 years. We've done the sextuplet, but I think, and this is not, just in keeping with the team this evening, but I think genuinely the football was amazing when we played Barcelona and, the 8-2. All right, I think that is the highlight over the. Just as a German fan, where the 7-1 is a highlight as well, and because it wasn't just rolling over a second-rate team. It wasn't just rolling over. This is a team that was in full flight. Best.
You remember what they did that day?
You
remember what they did that day?
Yeah. I was with some friends, some Barcelona supporters. We didn't talk for a few days after that, but I mean, it's all good.
As the goals were going in, what were they doing? Huh? What were they doing as the goals were going in?
Well, the usual thing, covering in the corner, hiding faces, but
All the different goals from one goal, the second goal, the third goal, the fourth goal,
I think
the
they
fifth goal,
they wanted to turn off the TV.
The seventh goal, and then the eighth goal, all 8 goals.
All. It wasn't a good day for them. It wasn't a good week.
Why you want to remind them of that for? Why you do that tonight?
What's that?
Why did you want to remind the
No,
Barcelona
I'm not
fans?
reminding them. It's my
Oh,
memory.
you always sorry.
It's my
My
memory.
apologies. My apologies. Your best memory, of course.
My memory. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I'm hence there's silence around me, both on my right and in my ears. All right. So let me go.
Yeah,
Sharon, for you.
Yeah, I got to cheat a little bit and go back 17 years for when Manchester United defeated Chelsea in the Champions League finals. That 07-08 team is my favorite Manchester United team of all time. And
why that team?
For 99 with Dwight York, I was just 14.
Right, okay.
And I was a bit older in 2008.
Sure.
So, and you saw more games.
Yeah.
And the style of football Fergie had them playing that year, it was exceptional. I mean, we had Ronaldo, best player in the world at the time. And just the team he assembled with Tevez, Rooney on top, Hargreaves in the middle, Ferdinand, Vidic, Van der Sar. It was an exceptional team. And we beat Chelsea.
But because the man slipped.
What?
Terry slipped.
No, well, do you know that John Terry slipped because he's actually a Manchester United fan growing up?
Wow.
Yeah, so in his subconscious, he just had to slip and give us that title. So,
All right. I didn't know that. So I'm glad you revealed it. I know a lot of things about John Terry outside of football, but I didn't know that part. That I didn't know. That we didn't know. All right. Akwel, best moment for you as a Juventus fan?
Best moment, it had to be 2003 against Real Madrid. That's when Del Piero scored the goal against a great backline hero, Casillas, you name it, and he managed to go through and score. That's the best, one of the best moments. Yeah.
From your perspective, being in the Champions League, what does it mean for you?
It means everything. I mean, I grew up watching Juventus in the Champions League, and that euphoria when you see them on the pitch and the players and the coach, the fans, the stadium, it was just exhilarating. Yeah. So I'm sad to see them out now, but we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll come back.
No, I'm not going to ask him that. All right, so let me go. Sharon, from your perspective, being in the Champions League, what does it mean?
It means everything. We always talk about the World Cup, and the World Cup means a lot. Us as fans, we grew up on the World Cup, but I always remember when the Champions League started to show on local television because Dwight York was playing for Manchester United. I just remember the aura of the Champions League, the anthem, seeing the players line up, and just the quality, because that's when we really saw the stars, and that's when we really saw the best football. The World Cup has the legacy and the nostalgia, but the best football we see is the Champions League. So you obviously want to see your team be a part of the best competition to test themselves against the best.
I can say how important is the Champions League.
Well, I mean, there's not a huge Bayern Munich fan base in Trinidad and Tobago.
Sure.
So, so it's a few of us, and then you have to deal constantly with the Farmers League comments and stuff. So when you get into Champions League,
the Farmers League were accused for the French League, at times.
Well,
but that all changed this season.
Yeah. So I think when we go into Champions League and teams, persons who back teams that are supposedly big guns, and they come up against Bayern and we deal with them appropriately, it's kind of dialed back a little bit, and I think that is what the Champions League really is. So while people could argue a case, in your own space, well, this league is a farmers league, or this league is only 2 teams or whatever. I think when we get into that,
are you doing that
Champions League,
this 2-team thing? Anyway, 2 teams meet on Saturday. 2 teams.
Yeah, when you get into the Champions League space, that is when. That's when you get to test your metal.
As we go, let's have a look at the schedule of matches to be played in England. They're saying the entire list of matches to be played in England. So there's still a lot going on. There are a lot of battles going on for different places in the league, the Champions League places. That's really the big battle with the European League and, of course, the Conference League, as the case may be. We didn't mention, and we should mention, Chelsea are in the finals of the Conference League. They'll play against Real Betis. All right, so they are in the finals. Let's see what happens in terms of that. Much thanks to all of you all. And again, all sympathy goes out to the supporters of both Arsenal and Barcelona. But Barcelona expected more, and it didn't happen. So their sadness is longer. Good night.
Twelfth Man, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
This is TTT. Live for local.
Hello, I'm Stacey Russell and welcome to your latest episode of This Week in Barbados. This week I'm giving you a slice of St. John because the We Gathering celebrations have now moved to St. John in this new month of May, and I'm so delighted to be welcoming